Do you support reparations for Black people?
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
Which is why I support the United States' commitment to provide Israel with $38 billion in military assistance over the next decade.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
I support full funding for Israel, including for the Arrow, David Sling, and the Iron Dome missile defense systems, which save lives.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
And that's why I am fully committing to maintaining Israel's qualitative military edge.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
I stand here clear-eyed about the dangers of division in our country and in our world, understanding why a state for the Jewish people is so essential.
Do you support reparations for Black people?
No.
Peace, love, and reparations. Welcome to Black Star TV 2.0. What's going on, family? So we got it. Joe Biden's out. Kamala Harris is in. And family, listen, it ain't going well for her in the beginning. She's getting little, donations and stuff from people. But when it comes to these Black Twitter streets and the Black community, we ain't rocking with her. We not rocking with her. And again, I still don't think she's going to beat Trump. I think maybe Gavin Newsom has a better chance than her, but they're only going to push her out because they know the Democratic Party's Black vote is done. And she's their only hope of using somebody that's Black to get Black people to vote. But she done showed her hand already, so we not with it. And I'm going to let y'all listen to this video assist real quick. Hold on.
For Kamala Harris, and how could I be so anti-Black woman? Let me show you.
She put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
Thank you. So while you were standing in line in your Chucks and Pearls thinking that she was a Black woman because she went to all the right schools, she pledged to right people because everybody knows that the Black vote is the unknown variant. That means that they truly show up for what it is that they support. And the Black community embraced and supported Kamala. When Kamala got in office, she told y'all that she wasn't Black, and she identified as otherwise. After she had utilized your educational system, your support, your fraternities, your sororities, and she turned around and gave you her ass to kiss. Y'all gonna vote for her again? Inquiring minds want to know.
Yes, we do want to know. And family, listen, all that cosplaying as a Black American, those days is over. Those days is over. We checking where your family from. You heard me? Where that family from? Other than that, we not letting anybody that's not straight up foundational Black American and talking like the grassroots, we're not letting you speak for us on our behalf. Absolutely. Those days are over. But listen, I wanted to show y'all this article about Kamala Harris. So it says 2024 election updates. Kamala Harris rakes in campaign donations after Biden drops out the race. Democrats offer early support. But Professional Black Truth just did a broadcast yesterday talking about how Obama and them and Nancy Pelosi still isn't endorsing her right yet. But again, the only reason I feel like they even endorsed her right now is because if they didn't, it would make the party look like it's in shambles, because it is in shambles. But it would make it even look crazier. Like, hold on, you picked Kamala as a vice president, but you're not going to endorse her to be president. If something was to happen to you, she would have had to be president. So it looks crazy for for President Biden not to, support Kamala Harris. But watch this, family. Look how they lie in this article. So it says, Vice President Kamala Harris presidential campaign is officially underway after Biden announced this Sunday that he was dropping out of the race and endorsed her as his successor. Within hours of receiving Biden's backing, Harris raked in $49.6 million in grassroots donations. That's a lie. We are the grassroots, and I don't think she got a dime from us. That was all big donors. And again, family, listen. Dr. Claude Anderson said it best. He said your vote ain't worth a damn if you don't have an economy. Now, we just seen that one actor, I can't remember his name, and I'm sorry. He was beefing with D.L. Hughley, and he was getting mad because he had raised all that money for Biden. So I asked Black people who still feel like they should vote, even without being offered nothing, like, how much money are you putting toward these people to get what you want? This is why I was talking about us putting money together and aggregating our money and trying to, get a lobbying firm to try to lobby for things that's specifically for foundational Black Americans. That way we can put our money together and try to get them to get us laws passed and things like that, because that's what's happening here. This is why Elon Musk just gave Trump $45 million, right? Because people are giving them money so they can pass a law when they're in office. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what the whole money thing is about. And we have to understand that. But I also want to show y'all something else. Let me show y'all something else before I even get back to Kamala, right? Because we're going to get back to her in a second. But we all know that right now, Project 2025 is being pushed as a fear campaign, right? So they're using this to make it seem like, oh, Trump and the Republicans are going to kill us and they're going to have all these crazy policies and it's going to be a dictatorship. But it's funny because it's like a dictatorship now. It's always been like a dictatorship, no matter who was in office. But the funny part about it is y'all make it seem like Trump is going to kill all of us, but a lot of the killings happen under the Democrats. This literally says in 2023 saw record killings by police. Who was most affected? So watch this. It says police in the U.S. killed at least 1,232 people last year, making 2023 the deadliest year for homicides committed by law enforcement in more than a decade. Yo, a decade ago, Obama was in office. Hold on, family. A decade ago, Obama was in office. You see? And even if we go back past, Obama was in office from 2008. Damn. You are the reason. We should be scared of these people. The people that are in office when this is going on. You see? And watch this next article, family. This is what they're using to get some of y'all to vote. You just have to use logic. Just use logic. When we look and see that the what's that called? I gotta get back to the screen. Sorry. When we look and see that immigration is really hurting foundational Black Americans, right? And who is pro-immigration?
On January 20th, 2021, if you are president, what specifically would you do with the thousands of people who try to reach the United States every day and want a better life through asylum?
Immediately on January 20th of 2021, I will, first of all, we cannot forget our DACA recipients, and so I'm going to start there. I will immediately, by executive action, reinstate DACA status and DACA protection to those young people. I will further extend protection for deferral of deportation for their parents and for veterans who we have so many who are undocumented and have served our country and fought for our democracy. I will also immediately put in place a meaningful process for reviewing the cases for asylum. I will release children from cages. I will get rid of the private detention centers. And I will ensure that this microphone that the President of the United States holds in her hand is used in a way that is about reflecting the values of that.
See, when you're pro-immigration, you're talking about executive orders, everything. See, this is easy. It's really not that complicated. And the sad part about it, you have a lot of educated Black people, like college degrees, who can't see past this. We could show y'all how much we're being affected by immigration, and then you will sit here and vote for somebody that the first thing they want to do is a policy that harms you. That's the first thing she said she was going to do. Think about it. Now look at the type of energy she has. Look at the energy she has for them, and now listen to the energy she has.
So by default, it affects Black families, but there's not a particular policy for African Americans that you would explore.
But no, if you look at the reality of who will benefit from certain policies, when you take into account that they're not starting at the same place and they're not starting on equal footing, it will directly benefit Black children, Black families, Black homeowners, because the disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities, and we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this: any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No, because whatever benefits that Black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country.
See, that's the energy she has for us. Oh, excuse me. I was going to get back on camera. See, that's the energy she has for us, family. We're not going for that no more. Yeah, we're not going for none of that no more. You're not going to have all this energy where anything you do for us helps everybody. But then you do things specifically for the Jews. You do things specifically for the Asians. You do things specifically for these illegal immigrants. See what I'm saying? We're not going for that. We need specific policies that are for foundational Black Americans and nobody else. And family, listen, they're crashing and burning. Don't believe the hype. Nobody, but majority of Black society is not supporting Kamala Harris. I don't care what you start seeing on this internet. Majority of us don't rock with her, and you can see it. You can see it. They're going to try to push and pander and, pay every bootlick known to man to try to get us to rock with her. But again, you had a chance. You're in office right now. You can sign executive orders right now to say, yo, look, this is what I'm going to do for you if you come out and vote. That's it. It's easy. But you want to use your benign neglect policy so bad that you know what I mean? You don't want to give us nothing. And you're going to sit there and your party going to crash and burn until 2028. And then I guarantee you in 2028, you're going to have your act together. You're going to have your act together. You feel me? Because I'm telling you right now, just like when Trump was in office last time, I'm not going to say Black people were doing bad. We're not going to sit here and act like we were doing great, but we weren't doing like we are now. That's a fact. Inflation rates are through the roof. Food prices is through the roof. Rent prices is through the roof. Come on, what are we talking about here? You bringing all these illegal immigrants. It's so hard to get a job because they're using all this work opportunity tax credit to hire these people instead of us, right? Instead of Black Americans. So now we get caught up in having the highest unemployment rate in history under the Democrats. You see what I'm saying? This doesn't make sense logically, just on a logical standpoint. And nobody's saying, yo, go vote for Trump. I'm still a no reparations, no vote, no tangibles, no vote. Now, is his immigration policy going to help us? Yes. But I want more than that. I want more than your immigration policy. That's not just going to get me out to vote because you're going to think that that's all you got to do forever. And then you're never going to give me my stuff and I'm going to just keep voting for you just for jobs. That's not going to happen either. We want checks. Peace, love, and reparations, man. I'm up out of here, family. I got to go holler at my peoples. Oh, yeah, I want to say, I want to give a special shout out to my brother, Marcel Dixon. Greg Marcel Dixon, I appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate everything you have done. You threw me the meanest alley-oop on the planet. Listen, man, I got nothing but love for you. Make sure y'all go to marcelforcongress.com and donate to our brother. Go to marcelforcongress.com and donate. Look, they just gave Kamala Harris $48 million. You see? It was George Clooney. That was the guy. I think George Clooney was the one DL was beefing with and the one who put the money up for Biden's campaign and raised all that historical money, a whole bunch, right? I think that was like $40-something million as well. So, and then I just told you, Elon Musk gave Trump about $45 million. So make sure y'all go donate to marcelforcongress.com, bro. We have to support our brother financially. Financially, it can't always just be, hey, what's going on, brother? This, that, and the third. We have to support our candidates and the people that's running on an unapologetically reparations platform. Peace, love, and reparations. I'm about out of here, man. I'll see y'all again.